Happy Thumbs Gaming. Booyakashaw.
Hey, what's up everyone? It's HTG Brian here, and we're back with some more LEGO Harry Potter years 5 through 7. In fact, we got Hogsmeade Path Winter. That's right, it's the old snowy version of the path. Free roam! We're gonna grab a few collectibles along our journey, and we are gonna suggest that you need a strong character, a dark magic character, and a key character. And guess what? We actually need them all this time. So, taking a quick peek at the map we've been using, thanks to Bonefish Gamer for creating this, we're gonna go check out the ice blue area. You can see Hogsmeade Path and Hogsmeade Village there. And as you might remember, we actually left off right here at Hogsmeade Path. We're going to take a quick peek to just kind of show you where our collectibles are right now, and then we're going to go ahead and get off and running. So first we got to drink some polyjuice and grab a strong character, as we're going to need one once we hit up the path. That pathway over there is where we're going to be headed, and you probably remember that as part of the story, because most of these areas were somehow connected to the story mode progress. So if you've beaten the story, which is one of our requirements, then you should have kind of been in this area already. So you might remember where the old polyjuice cauldron is. You got options, actually. There's all sorts of things you can sip on, but we're going to go with polyjuice to choose our strong character, which is Remus Lupin. At least he's strong in werewolf form, that is. But yeah, we try to do our best to match up the areas we are in down in the bottom left-hand corner with the map we are using. So if you're wondering where we get these names, or if they're different from what you think they are called, you're probably right. They probably are wrong and different. However, we're referencing the map so that everyone can be on the same page. So here we are. We've officially made it to the Hogsmeade Path Winter Edition. And as soon as we get here, we're going to notice there's a silver lock on a barrel. We're going to bust it off with Reducto, and Buddy comes jumping out, and look at that. We've turned his frown upside down. Already off and running with happiness. And look at that. He poops out a little bit of studdage that we'll collect for later use. Now, oh yeah, we're gonna go ahead and destroy the barrel he popped out of, and it turns out there was a character token at the bottom as well. So thank you very much, and not wasting any time at all, we're actually gonna destroy the little carriage off to the right-hand side. It's kind of like a wheelbarrow type scenario. And I do a quick look at the old collectible ghost there, as I did a terrible job of showing him when I walked in, and I do a terrible job when I walk into the next area too. I don't know why I totally messed that up on this video, but I did. Anyhow, at the top of the path, up to the north side of your screen, you're going to see a strong handle, which our strong character is going to come in handy as he rips off that handle and gives us that gold brick. And behind that gold brick box is a blue stud, so make sure you pick that up before rolling out. Now, next up, we're going to head down the path and make our way a little bit further down. And check it out, there's this tree right in the middle. We're going to use Leviosa to go ahead and slam it down and free it from all of the ice and snow. And look at that, we're going to bust it up one more time with Leviosa, and booyakashow! We get the character token for George Winter Edition. Now, over here on the far right side, there is a dead end, but you probab't noticed there is a red brick encased in ice, and it happens to be right next to a Deluminator lamp. So we're going to need to find Ron, his Deluminator lamp source, and pump it up. Now, one thing I will mention, these little snowballs, they're pretty handy for stacking up tons of studs. As you can see, they get bigger and bigger and bigger as you zap them, and then all of a sudden they go kaplow and turn into a pile of studs. So, all right, just to the left of the old owl, which is right by the entrance of where we entered this area, you're going to find the Deluminator lamp that we need to go ahead and light up. And look at that, we're going to go ahead and power up the other lamp, which melts the ice, which is nice. And we'll grab that red brick, which happens to be the 6x stud multiplier. That's right, we're going to go ahead and get our multipliage boosted up. So right now we're rocking a 64, so we're going to times that by 6, which is going to give us, I think it's 384, if my math is correct, or memory serves me. But look at that, we've got all the collectibles. We got all 3 character tokens, the student in peril and the red and gold brick. So we'll go ahead and keep on keeping on into the next area, which happens to be the Hogsmeade Village. Now, right off the bat, you see our character there. He you can see that the red brick is actually already lit up, because we actually came here and grabbed it in our preparing for free play video. That's right, we came here, and it turns out you actually need to use some Spectre Specs or 3D goggles, which are right at the top of the path there. But we'll come back to that. I actually show you kind of twice later in the video how we go ahead and get that. So, all right, on the far right side, if you do not have a key character available, make sure you sip on some of this juice and switch on over to somebody with a key. And luckily for us, we've got Mrs. Cole, which by now you should have. If not watching the preparing for free play video, you probably picked her up in the free roam video that was for the London streets, because she's in the back kitchen of the cafe. So we'll use her miraculous key to open up this little safe, and inside is a gold brick. So we've got the gold brick for this area as well, and we'll say thank you very much. And then we'll turn to somebody who gets some hops, and we'll hop up on top of the safe here. Look at that, we got a character token from Marietta Edgecombe. And all right, next up, we're actually going to switch to Hermione because we need somebody who can dig. And she has the little kitty cat, Crookshanks. Whoopsie. I tried to call the cat Hookshanks. Whoopsie. Anyways, yeah, moving along now. We've actually gone into this middle kind of southern area here, and you might notice there's 2 dig spots. We're going to use the little kitty to go ahead and dig both sides up. The first one on the left is Dean Winter Edition, and the one on the right is going to be Seamus Winter Edition. So all bundled up with beanies, and oh, look at that, Seamus isn't rocking a beanie. He must have a really big coat with a hood on it or something. I don't know. When I think Winter Edition, I think dressed warm. See, we've been having tons of snow and ice. In fact, it's actually been quite a debacle. It's been the biggest snow and catastrophe here with ice and whatnot since like well, in almost a decade. So pretty big deal here. So we've been dealing with a lot of that, and I'm ready for it to be over. I'll tell you that much. And speaking of ice, we've got some icicles up on the front of, what is this, the cathedral? Or, I'm not exactly sure what we want to call this, but yeah, there should be 7 of them all together. And a couple of them are kind of funny. There's this weird lamp that's in the way that kind of blocks your targeting, and as you can see, it takes me quite a few shots, but I eventually get them. 6 and 7 ready right now. Booyaka shall. All right, so once you get all 7 of them, it will reward you with the character token for Harry Winter Edition, which Harry's not wearing a beanie either. No kind of cap or nothing. Man, my ears would be way too cold. I got short hair, though, too. So you probably noticed when I first came into the village area, I went back to this little cart, and I tried to bust it up, and I had 0 luck. All of a sudden, now, apparently, I can destroy it. So make sure you grab the character token for Parvarti, not Pervarti, Patil. I can't even say her name, so we'll just move on to so I don't bring any further embarrassment to myself. All right, so remember I mentioned earlier that there was a red brick that we already collected. Well, if you have not yet grabbed the 2x stud multiplier red brick, you're going to have to use the Spectre specs right up to the top right of your screen there, right where I tossed Buddy, and go down to the bottom there and build the snowman, which will then give you the red brick, which you can take to the owl, which is actually right next to me where I'm standing right now. And yeah, so I got a little lost, and I was wandering around. Really, I'm looking for a deluminator lamp. My notes say that I have to find a railing kind of on the left-hand side, but I thought, you know, Doug's really bad about left and right, so I thought, you know, maybe that was the case. Maybe we had the right and left mixed up in our notes, but nope, that was not the case. As it turns out, the railing's right there in front of me, and I just did not see the lamp. But I see it now, and I'm going to switch to Ron, and look, I even tried to run down there. I was thinking maybe I would do an edit and edit all out, but I thought, no, you know what? I'm a human. I make mistakes sometimes, too. I'll let you guys see it. I didn't waste too much time. Plus, I got to explain how to get that red brick, too, so... All right, switch on over to Ron with the Deluminator lamp. Get all the way over close to that light source. Grab the old, I don't know if that's a firebug or what it really is, but it's pretty sweet. And we'll go ahead and apply it over here to this lamp that has no light in it. And it's going to melt the ice brick. Look at that glacier just pop right in half. And we're going to turn that frown upside down, man. That's right. So he's going to let out a whole bunch of studs in his relief. And there we go. We've got a whole bunch of blues and golds up top. We got over 15.5 million studs now. So we've got plenty of cash to go ahead and buy that red brick that we picked up in the Winter Path area, or the Hogsmeade Path Winter area. So here I'm giving you a little example. Pick up the old Spectre specs and come right down here. This is about where you should be standing to build the snowman, and then you can get that red brick. But look at that. We've got all of the character tokens, both red and gold bricks, and the student in peril has been rescued. So we're going to return to Diagon Alley, and of course this is the quickest way. And once we do that, look at that, booyaka show, Diagon Alley. Now we just need to make our way all the way up top to get inside the old leaky cauldron, and of course make our way upstairs into the old red brick selection room. So Leaky Cauldron it is, and up we go. Whoops, I always miss that jump. I'm not sure why. And of course, you don't have to do this. You could save this for another time. And if you've got other red bricks you want to purchase, you're welcome to buy those as well. I'm pretty sure I buy the fast dig either right now, or maybe it's when I do the times 10. Yeah, it's times 10. So, all right, we've got our stud multiplier purchased. Now we got to activate it to make sure it's turned on. And look at that. We've got the 2, 4, 6, and 8 on, giving us a 384 stud multiplier. But look at that. We got 7 to 20, 36 to 60, and I was too slow to read the rest. So, anyhow, hey, thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it greatly. But that's going to wrap it up for LEGO Harry Potter years 5 through 7, Hogsmeade Path Winter Free Roam, where we grabbed all of those collectibles, and we even checked out the old village area too. If you guys have any questions or comments, head on over to our social pages, which are actually all linked down below in the video description. Makes it real easy for you to click a link rather than trying to search it out and find the right spot or whatnot. Well, that's it. So, to the yeah, as always. Well, wait a minute. Is that really it? Yep, that's it. So, as always, until next time. So, just curious to see how many people stick around. Not that it really matters or anything, but today happens to be my birthday, so if you hear this, go ahead and drop me a little comment down below. I'm just curious to see how many people really stick around for the very, very, very end of the video, you know what I'm saying? So, anyhow, happy birthday to me, happy birthday to me, happy birthday to me, happy birthday to...